Hey guys, welcome to the Dream Life Foundation. I'm super excited about today's video. Today I'm going to talk about the hero's journey and the concept of the hero and why we can all be our own heroes in our own stories and create a fulfilling and amazing life for ourselves. So, what is the hero? I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen superhero movies and whatnot, so you already know what a hero is. But have you ever thought about the hero's journey and what it means to be a hero? So this is something I discovered, I think I found it on Instagram. I saw a snapshot of a narrative style for the hero's journey. So I thought that idea was really cool. I've always believed that, you are your own hero and you can, be that person for yourself and do anything that you want to do. But I never really thought about what it really means and what it takes to be a hero. So that's what the hero's journey is all about, and that's what I'll be going over today. So to start, I want to show you guys a little diagram I have. You can see it. So this is basically the steps of the hero's journey, and what it starts with is, so I'll go over the steps a little bit and then I'll go into the details of each stage. So you start with the ordinary world. This is your current reality and where you are currently in life. So for a lot of us, this might be a point where we're not really self-aware, or we're kind of trying to figure out what we want to do with our lives, but we're not really sure yet. And then after that, it's the call to adventure. So this is a challenge to change. So being challenged to change means you need to rise up to whatever it is that you need to do so that you can be the best version of yourself. So that's what the call of adventure is. And then next is the refusal of the call. So, there might be a lot of times in your life where you will be challenged to grow and change, but change is a scary thing for most of us, so a lot of us will be reluctant to the change, and we're all afraid of the unknown at some point, so there might be some resistance here to whatever is coming next. And after that is meeting the mentor. So this is the stage where you meet someone who is inspiring, or you go to an event that really inspired you. Whatever or whoever the mentor is, it's a necessary step to push you forward in the right direction. And this is where you find a lot of courage, a lot of wisdom, and encouragement from other people to pursue what you really want to pursue and go after your dreams. And after meeting the mentor, you're going to cross the first threshold, and what that is you're going to come to some challenges. So you're going to be faced with challenges, and you have to be committed to the change. Usually when we first start something, especially something like entrepreneurship, or starting something that we really want to do but we're afraid to do, there's a lot of resistance, and it's hard to find that sense of persistence and well-being within ourselves so that we can keep moving forward. So this is the part where you're going to be thrown some curveballs, and you have to be committed to the change because you're already along for the journey. And then after that, it's the tests, allies, and enemies. So this is where you're going to get all your trials, tests, and tribulations. This is the part in your life where you're going to be forced to face all your fears, face all the challenges, and figure out a way to persevere even with the challenges in your life. So this is where persistence and endurance really comes into play, because in order to pass these tests, you have to commit to yourself and commit to the journey and whatever it is that you want to do. And it's honestly a test of faith, so you have to surrender to the universe and whatever else is out there. And after that is when you approach the Innermost Cave, and this is where you're preparing for change and doing more internal work. So this is the really deep inner work that we all need to do, but a lot of us tend to avoid. So being an entrepreneur or doing anything that is related to chasing your dreams is going to be really scary, and you have to prepare yourself for it mentally, emotionally, and even physically, because we are a whole being and we need to take care of our body through mind, spirit, and emotion. So doing the internal work is absolutely necessary, and this is something that I've had to learn along my journey as well. When you know who you are and when you have that sense of self-love for yourself, you have so much power and you're able to do so much more and give back so much more of yourself. So do the inner work and you will see that your life is going to change in such a radical way. And after that is some more challenges, so facing the ordeal, confronting change. And change, like I mentioned earlier, is challenging for most of us, but for me, I actually love change and I move around a lot and I thrive off of change, but it's not the same for everyone. And I'm not saying that it's easy, because change is still hard, but being able to face the change and grow yourself in an exponential way is really empowering. And after that, so you know, the whole journey is of course a process, but there's always going to be rewards with the journey. So the next stage is the reward stage, and this is when you have the consequences of your attempts to change. So when you're trying to change something, there's always going to be something that improves, obviously, but also there's a shift in perspective in your life, and this will alter the rest of your life, like in all areas. And it's really incredible because when you experience this shift of perspective, your world is open, like it's opening new doors for you. So there's a lot more that's gonna come your way, and things are going to take another direction, but usually in a positive way. And of course, it's not always going to be up the entire time, but you know, that's life. There's going to always be ups and downs. And the next stage is the road back. So this is the stage where it's rededication to change. So more focus on change. And why is it so important that we focus on change? Because change is the only constant in life, and that's how we evolve as human beings, you know? So, you know, once you change something, there's always something else that you can change. There's always something that you can learn and grow from or teach yourself. So it's really important that we are constantly challenging ourselves and not getting complacent with wherever we are in life. And after that is the last attempt to change and self-mastery. So this is the resurrection phase. And basically what it is this is where you have already done a lot of the internal work, you've changed a lot, and you've grown a lot. Now this is where you're rooting the change, right? So you're building those healthy habits, you're having a morning routine, you're practicing gratitude every day or meditation, eating a healthy diet, whatever it is that works for you. This is where you secure the change. And last but not least is final mastery of the problem. And the name for the stage is Return with the Elixir, but it's basically when you have figured it all out and you've mastered yourself, you know who you are, you have this sense of self-love and compassion, and you also know your mission and how you want to move forward in life and how you can give back. So and this the hero's journey can repeat throughout life. It can apply to any situation. The main thing is that, of course, at the end of our life, we probably have gone through this entire circle multiple times. But basically, The hero's journey is your journey to master yourself and become self-actualized. And that's where fulfillment and happiness lie. So I hope that this explanation of the hero's journey was really helpful for you guys. It's something that I'm really excited about when I found it, and you know, it's something that applies to our life every single day, even though we don't really think about it. But if you remember the hero's journey, remember that things will always work out. Eventually, you will get there and you will find a way to master any challenges that come your way and start living your best life.